Hello everyone and welcome to Rayman 2 The Great Escape on the SEGA Dreamcast. This is a fantastic game developed by Ubisoft Entertainment, the same guys that made Rayman 1 and the more recent Assassin's Creed series. Very fantastic game. So let's get into it without any further ado, shall we? I am BaaaaAAAHHhh and I hope you guys enjoy the LP.
Rayman, look what the pirates have done to our world. A planet of anguish and pain, haunted by evil. A dark place, teeming with fierce monsters. Nothing can stop them now that they've captured you. They've taken everything and reduced our people to slaves. The robots search for innocent prey. In the chaos, they exploded the heart of the world. The 1,000 lumps of energy which form it have been scattered. We are getting weak. Soon it will be too late. You must escape, Rayman. You are our only hope.
Epic. So yeah, as you guys can quite easily tell, this is a really dark game, especially in comparison to the original Rayman game. All the colour from the original Rayman game is gone. It's very dark, it's very evil, if you will. And for the most part, this game is actually very well done. Most of the cutscenes I'll be talking over in this game as opposed to most games involving voice acting, purely because all the characters in this game speak gibberish with the exception of that voice announcer at the very start of the game, who's only ever actually in this version of the game, to be honest. And there is a reason why I chose the Dreamcast version of this game to play, because this game was one of those... It's one of those games that's been sort of ported to nearly every console under the sun, apart from more modern systems. So there's a PlayStation 1 version, there's a Dreamcast, N64, there's a DS version of this game, for God's sake. This game really has gone around a lot. And meet Glowbox, a new character introduced in this game, and he's basically Rayman's best friend in the franchise. And this game introduces a lot of new characters that are being used later in the franchise, and a new move. Now, if you remember in Rayman 1, even though I haven't actually LP'd it, if you played Rayman 1, your main type of attack was punching. Because it's a 3D game, and at this time they couldn't really work out how to do a fist mechanic very well, what they did instead was they give you the ability to shoot laser blasts. Well, not laser blasts, but NG blasts. You get NG pellets that increase your powers. You can shoot NG with your fists. You can just demolish enemies from a major distance. And I think it works really well, to be honest. I do love this game. And this game was originally released on the Nintendo 64. But that's kind of the version that I see a lot of people LP. Mostly because it was the original version of the game. Now, the reason why I'm doing the Dreamcast version is because I consider this to be the best version of the game. So to start things off, push the B button to shoot an energy pellet and go through the gate, and you'll be sent down a slide. You just use the analog stick to move, A button jumps. And what's interesting is the X and Y button control the camera in this game. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Dreamcast controller is basically an Xbox 360 controller without the second stick. So, you can sort of imagine how that would go, and you probably wonder why not use the triggers for that. Well, the triggers are used for their own unique things, which I'll get a bit more into the controls a bit later on, because there's a lot of mechanics to really discuss in this game, involving fighting and collectibles and stuff like that. So, welcome to the very first stage of the game, folks, where it's quite an easy, very easy tutorial level. And to be honest, we don't even get to fight a single enemy in this part of the game. In this game, you don't get to fight a single enemy up until like the second half of the second level. It takes a long time to meet your first enemy for some reason. I don't know, I like it though. I like it. The combat is nothing special, but it's there. Anyway, meet Murphy. This guy by here is going to be our main helper guy for the quest, if you will. And he always seems to have a great big smile on his face. Why he's so serious? So, basically, he's going to be a little tutorial guy. He's going to tell you how things work, so you can press the A button and jump, for example, B button shoots. And if you go across certain things, you can press the D-pad down, and this will call Murphy towards you. And it'll also activate one instance later on, which confused me for the longest time. I'll explain it when I get to it, because it'll be a long time till I'll see that, so disregard everything I'm saying. But anyway, what I did there was blow up a cage. Now, cages, just like in the original Rayman, are things you need to find in the environment, and you need to explode them. You need to destroy all the cages and free what's inside. And what are inside are these yellow balls of energy. These balls of energy are called lums. And basically, as was mentioned at the very intro, there's 1,000 of these in the game. They're basically what made up the core of the planet, if you will. They've been exploded, so basically what you want to do is collect all the lums as much as you can. This playthrough won't be 100%, I don't think, but it will be a majority playthrough. I am going to collect everything I can find. I don't know this game like the back of my hand, unfortunately, but I do know enough to get by, and so I think you really need, because you don't get really much of a bonus for getting 100%. But anyway, these are Glowbox's children, and he has a lot of them, we'll say that. There's 3 by here, but trust me, you're going to get to the endish part of the game and be like, what? There's like 50 of the things, it's mad. And one of the major new things about the Dreamcast version that wasn't in the N64 version was the music. Now the music is pretty much exactly the same throughout, but it's been reorchestrated, it's been improved, higher quality soundtrack, everything sounds a lot better. And of course the graphics also make a massive increase, which I'm happy about, because the Dreamcast is in the same generation as the PlayStation 2, so if it had PS1 level graphics it would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? But let's just continue moving onwards, and we get our first taste of the brand new processing power of the Dreamcast. Look at this! So many butterflies! But just climb up this little pillar. Basically press the A button twice on these pillars while in between them to climb up, and that purple thing we just seen, we're not going to deal with any of those until we reach the second level, where we'll get a power-up that will allow us to utilize them. And we'll need to utilize that purple thing, I'm not explaining what it does just yet, to actually maneuver and go into a secret village that's exclusive in this version of the game. But anyway, these guys by here are the Teensies, and they are always arguing over who's the king. You'd think there'd be some kind of democracy between them, but nope, I'm the king. No, it's me. No, me. Exactly, there you go, exactly what I'm talking about. Me. So, Rayman rightfully loses temper, says, stop, hurry up, get me out of here. And basically, for this first level, this is the only level in the game where you do need 100% from the get-go. You need to get everything on your first try in this level. Otherwise, you won't have enough lums to get through to the world map. Because what these guys saying, you need enough energy, and 5 lums gives you just enough energy apparently, so there's that. So, if you don't have all 5 lums, just go back where you were before releasing these guys and have a look around. But basically, one of the major differences between this and the N64 version is also coming up, and I was actually for a while tempted to do the PC version of this game, but the problem is I couldn't actually get the PC version to work, and the PC version is basically this version of the game mixed with the N64 version. So, best of both worlds, I guess. There are a couple of changed level designs as well, but they're very few and far between, and they don't really make much of a difference to the overall game design, so I think, you know. But anyway, this is pretty much the first part. Now we're going to head into the Isle of Doors, our world map. And this has an annoying feature where the actual level name will disappear off the screen. Very annoying. If you want to get that back, press the B button. But anyway, that's the end of the first part, folks. So when we return, we'll tackle the fairy-clad free Lee the fairy, whoever she is, and start getting on with the game once and for all. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you then. Bye!